Hey everybody, welcome to Apex Syndicates. All right, I'm going to talk today about two Matt Furie projects that I absolutely love. They're both kind of rebels, and one of them has a much higher market cap, and I think the other one could definitely catch up to the OG, we'll call it, in the Matt Furie space. So what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about two separate projects. My first project that I want to kind of go over and look at briefly is Landwolf. I really like Landwolf. Out of all of the Matt Furie characters, he's a rebel. He's kind of a fun guy, likes to smoke weed, likes to be a bit of a hippie, and, just enjoy himself. I think Landwolf is a great character. There's quite a few characters that I do like in the Matt Furie series, some more than others. And Landwolf definitely, I was an early investor. I got in pretty early. I made some great gains. And I'm still holding a very big bag of Landwolf. I think it's a great project. It's a very engaged community. Like you can kind of come over here. You can see they got 29,000 followers on X. Just great engagement, great artwork, great videos. They're doing it right. So I like it. I like Landwolf. I really do. I think it has potential. But Landwolf right now is sitting at a $51 million market cap with, close to $3.5 million in liquidity. Fantastic. It's locked. I think Landwolf could easily go up to the, it could easily do a 20x this bull run, 20 to 30x. I think we could easily see what Landwolf do when the whole Matt Furie narrative kicks off. The euphoria happens, the banana time happens in crypto, Bitcoin hits 200K, Ethereum hits, 14, 15K, and the money starts to flow like, milk and honey. I think that we could see Landwolf doing a 25, 30x. Those are great gains, fantastic gains. So I wanted to put Landwolf on your radar. But the project that I see, in my personal opinion, the biggest potential in right now in the Matt Furie narrative is Slime. Slime is a great character. It kind of reminds me of, remember, I don't know if you guys used to watch Nickelodeon back in the day, and they'd have the slime, and it was just so much fun. I loved that as a kid. I loved watching everybody get slimed. Slime, like I said, it's an old Matt Furie character, but it's the first time anybody has made Slime into a meme coin. So it has a lot of potential. I think the character is very cool. It's very memeable. I love the artwork. I love the stuff that they're doing. They've already started to create fun stuff. Like they've made a mini game. You can kind of come over here and it's fun. You can you got to kind of you got to try to catch all these slime balls that are falling down here. But it's fun. It's one of those things where it's simple game, but it engages community, right? And the other cool thing, what I liked about Slime is, like I said, the community engagement. There's a lot of eyes on it. They're doing these spaces all of the time, okay? You can go over to X and just jump on their spaces. You can go in their Telegram. They're always there. The team is talking. They come over here. You can ask them questions on their spaces. They're making great artwork, like I said, the Joker here. I mean, they're doing great stuff. Hey, look, there's me. I made a video on Slime the other day. You got the Spider-Man. You've got the superheroes. You got they're doing cool stuff. I like the art. I like what they're creating. It's a very fun, it's a very engaged community. And I think that here's another space. You can come over here and listen. Like I said, check it out. Get involved. See if you see what I see. But right now, at the time of recording this video, it's at a $1.5 million market cap. Now, we actually called this in my VIP at about a 250K market cap, 250, 300K market cap. We called it my VIP. It ran all the way up here to $2.5 million. And of course, there's going to be some sell-off. There's going to be some people taking profits. That is completely normal. And it needs to happen. This is really important that people understand that this stuff needs to happen. Because when people buy in at a 50K market cap, an 80K market cap, 100K market cap, you're buying a lot of tokens, okay? You're buying it went up to a $2 million market cap. So, when you buy in at a 50K market cap or whatever, you're buying 20 times more tokens than, if you were buying at a $2 million market cap, right? So these people, of course, they're going to take profits. They need to sell. They need to get out. smell, and then that way new investors will buy in and help create a new floor and then continue to push up. This is completely normal. This happens in crypto, and it needs to happen. And I want those early investors to make money. I want them to make insane gains. That's what we're here for. That's why we're in crypto. That's why you're here. That's why you're watching these videos. I want you to make money. I want those early investors to make money. And buying right now, kind of dividing up these tokens, breaking them down from big whale wallets into lots of little individual holders, you're creating an army. And that's why I think Slime has huge potential to fly. And I think we can easily see Slime doing 100x. So like I said, here on Landwolf, I really think, we can easily see this getting into, I think, me personally, I think we could see this going into a couple billion, $2-3 billion market cap from where it's at right now. A 20, 30, 40x, 30x from here is totally in the realm of possibility. And, when I look back over here at Slime, like I said, at $1 million market cap, at a $1.5 million market cap, for this to 10x, it's a $15 million market cap. That's easy. It will easily do a 10x. I think, for this to do, I think it could easily do even 100x, right? 100x would be a $150 million market cap. That would be a 100x from here. So I think that is completely in the realm of possibilities, and maybe even more, realistically, maybe even more. I think that we could see this doing, possibly even getting up into the $300, $400, $500 million market caps, maybe a couple 100x. So those are just my own personal thoughts and opinions, not financial advice, everybody. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. I'm just telling you what I see, what I feel, what I think, and what I'm personally investing in. And I like both of these projects. I really like Landwolf, and I really like Slime. I think that there's a lot greater gains to be made in Slime because of the market cap. I think just because of the narrative is there, the Matt Furie plays are going to be big this entire bull run. And I think finding those good Matt Furie gems that have good community, that are shilling, working, posting, shilling, working, posting, building and growing community. That is what it's about. And when crypto goes boom, and it's going to go boom, it's just a matter of when. I know a lot of us are discouraged, it's not happening as fast as we want it to, but there's going to be a boom in the crypto space. I think we're going to see that, 175, 200K Bitcoin. I think we're going to see a 15, 18K Ethereum. And when those times happen, that money will trickle down. And trust me, meme coins are going to take a lot of that liquidity, and they're going to be looking for projects that have good narrative, good community, and that are fun and engaging. And I think that Slime is definitely one of those that can make those insane, massive gains. And I definitely think that you can see that same explosive stuff with the Landwolf as well. So both are projects I'm holding in my portfolio. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these projects in the comments below, but I absolutely love them. And guys, gals, thanks for watching this video. Like, subscribe, follow me. Follow me on my X, costs you nothing. Join my free Telegram chat, no risk, all reward. And if you really want to take it to that next level, join my Patreon or my VIP Telegram chat. We'll leave links in the description below. Trust me, we call projects like Slime at a 200K market cap, 250K market cap. Don't miss out on these opportunities. So everybody, have a great day. Don't forget to smile. Pick up some Slime, pick up some Landwolf, and I'm pretty sure we'll see you on the moon. Take care, everybody.